Good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, set. Drill, 52.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Jameis to throw him. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Winston now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Now 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, Winston. He completes it to Boyd. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As large as been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Payton diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down to score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Young now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing a really...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 21-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Young takes it on the sneak, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But and now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. Walter Payton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Young. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now Young on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Right.
Young. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
3.
Young. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Watch out now. Safety steering. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Alec Ingold from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fulton connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent off.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And the lead is now 13. out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They set up the screen to Peyton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Winston. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Carolina! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.